Israel was attacked by the radical group Hamas a few weeks ago. Despite the Israel issue is different from the historical background of China and Taiwan, but there are still many lessons to be learned. Let's welcome the former United States Air Force officer and now is the visiting scholar in Taiwan, Mr. Larry.
Thank you.
So, sir, let's get straight to the point. Hamas chose the moment when Israelis genuinely believe it would not be provocative. So based on your experience, what Taiwan should learn from this painful situation?
I think Taiwan needs to examine its assumptions about the threat of China. I think it also needs to be especially cautious during times when the People's Liberation Army or the PLA could take advantage of the situation in Taiwan. For example, when the president is not in the country as an opportunity, or upcoming holidays such as the New Year celebrations where people are focused on being with family. Even Israelis who are known for being good fighters and having good intelligence make mistakes. So if Israel can make a mistake, Taiwan certainly can make a mistake. And remember, unfortunately, Israel has had many wars to fight. And so they have many weapons, many people trained. And Taiwan, fortunately, hasn't had many wars to fight, but compared to Israel, Taiwan could be actually more vulnerable because of its not having fought many wars. There could be elements in Taiwan that are prepared to do acts of sabotage or acts of assassinations or disruption prior to an election. Or if the election doesn't go the way Communist China wants it to go, they could also do something after the election. I think, though, that Taiwan still should be prepared for any kind of contingency. The other thing I think most Taiwanese know is that Communist China is at war with Taiwan constantly through propaganda, through media warfare, through psychological warfare, intelligence warfare. There have been several military personnel who've been caught trying to give secrets to the Communist China. I believe, I hope, that in the case of an actual attack by the PLA, that the Taiwanese people will disregard their political differences just like Israelis did, and work together to help each other and to fight the common enemy.
Yeah, so according to reports, some Hamas fighters use the gliders, the very traditional way or like very easy way to bypass some high-tech air defense system. And Taiwan has some shore-based missile as well. But once the wars come out, how to prevent this kind of situation if the PLA decide to do it?
Well, this is the part where I would say that Hamas received assistance in its attack. What Hamas did, they never did before. And the sophistication of their deception, of fooling the Israelis, which you mentioned in the beginning are very good at intelligence, shows that they had outside assistance. Everyone agrees that Iran helps Hamas, Iran helps Hezbollah. What Hamas did is they systematically took out the eyes and ears of the sensors along the border between Israel and the Gaza Strip. If you look at the weapons that Hamas uses, although some of them are designed in Gaza Strip, there are lots of weapons that are Russian designed or Chinese designed. And then they were able to replicate those designs. You can't replicate them without getting, let's say, the plans to make those weapons. When you have chaos, it's the best time to, let's say, provide assistance,
financial assistance.
Any kind of assistance, including military advice.
What advice would you give to the ROC military and the Taiwanese people as well?
So if you look at what happened in Israel, when the attack happened, any Israeli who was not in Israel flew back to Israel, because everybody in Israel up to the age of, let's say, 45, pretty much, is a reservist. You know, I don't wish war upon Taiwan, but you know, there's an expression, you know, plan for the worst, hope for the best, and so that's my caution to Taiwan, is to take the threat seriously and try to get more people involved and make people understand what it would mean under a wartime scenario, what they would have to do. And also the government has a responsibility of planning for power, for water, for medicine, for food, all these different essentials that are needed for a society to run. If there's not enough power, that's not good.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing today. It's good to having you here. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.